All right, man. This Kaji Makers. All right, so I wanted to make this video because I wanted to, man. Because somebody asked me all these questions, and I feel like, maybe I should make a video of it real quick. All this, just a disclaimer, all this is my opinion. Whatever I say, you may not agree with. That's fine. That's just what I think, what I grew up with, what I listen to, what I've been around. So basically, I gotta tell you a backstory about me, like, who I am and all that. So let me just tell you right now, 100% was born in Japan, in Okinawa, Japan to be exact. So what had happened was when I was 3 years old, my mom got divorced. Both my parents are Japanese, and then you know how they got the military bases over there in Okinawa, a bunch of military, Marines, Air Force and all that, you know what I'm talking about. So my mom got married to like a somebody in the military, the US military over there. So then on, I lived in came to the States, went back to Japan, went back to Okinawa, came back to the States again, and here I am. So I've been back and forth. I'm 100% Japanese. I'm not like half, like most of these guys over here, man. All of them mostly are either full Japanese and they're just working for Toyota or something, but they actually live in Japan or something, and they just got a contract. Or a lot of them are halves. They call it hafu or something like that. I don't really know. They call them half. My stepbrothers, they're half. I'm full. All right, so people ask me like, hey man, how come you don't got that Japanese accent, whatever, whatnot? Well, because when I was 3, I started American school when I was in 3rd grade, and they have American schools on base. I went, kindergarten, all that, preschool, whatever, in Japan, out in town, in Okinawa, and then I went on base, finishing my school. Then, I obviously went to high school over here in the States and whatever, whatnot, and I'm living here in California, Southern California. So what do I think about living in California, what I think about the States compared to Okinawa? Well, let's just say, what, I love where I'm from, and it's just not because I'm from there. I'm just saying, like, everything matches me over there. It's laid back over there. It's sort of like a island, like Hawaii, kind of. It's hot. We got a typhoon season. Even in the typhoon seasons, we play inside. Like, we was in a nine-story floor building on base, and all the kids played together inside. There was like a bunch of kids. We stayed in, because on the typhoons, you get blown away out there during the months of June and July, or no, man, I forgot when the typhoon season was. I think it was before that or after summer. I don't know, but summer, same thing. June, July, it's hot over there. Winter, it gets cool. No snow. Never been in snow. I've been to Tokyo one time, but most of the time I've been living in Okinawa. Now, I don't have my accents because, like I said, I was in base or whatever. Went to American school. All right, so it sucked. My life sucked, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, my life sucked since my stepdad was in the military. Think about having to go to like 5 different high schools, because we moved around a lot. A bunch of different middle schools, transferring, and it's not just going to another school in the same country type deal. It's like you stuck with a bunch of your own Japanese people, then all of a sudden you get pulled out and you get moved to like a culture that you don't even know, a bunch of American kids that came from California, New York, New Jersey, everything like that. You don't know any of them. You don't know what they like. What's going on. It sucks, man. It really sucks me in that way. So all the people, that's why I decided never to join the military. And for all you guys that's marrying kids out there, like marrying moms that already have kids out in the States, I mean out in town or whatever, don't matter, Japan, Thailand, Philippines, or whatever, man. Think about your kids sometimes, man. You taking them out of school and bring them in the middle of nowhere in the 3rd grade. I mean, gonna have to fit in with all these American kids or whatever, especially in Japan. Philippines, I think, like, they used to the American culture. They speaking English over there. In Japan, it's different, But so, think about your kids, think about the person you marry, and think about their kids, think a little bit about them if you're in the military. Nothing bad about the military, it's all good and everything, but just think about the kids, because I had a hard time, and I didn't like moving left and right all the time and making new friends and having to fit in all the time. Sucked. But anyways, so what I think about California, I don't know about the other states, and I haven't been there, but my stepdad, they're from California. We're living in Southern California. I lived in San Diego, Temecula, you know, those kind of areas, Southern California. What I think about it, it's hot out here. It's hot out here. June, July, it's really hot. It gets more hot out here. In Okinawa, it's less hot, but it's more humid. A little bit more. Not as much as the Philippines. We're not as close to the equator, but it gets more humid. But it gets hotter out here. It's like dry heat out here. So, you know, trade-off, whatever, whatnot. So it's okay. A lot of things I notice about here is like, the thing I want to talk about first, well, second off, is that like everything's far, especially in California. In Okinawa, you could just hop on the train. We didn't even think about cars, man. We didn't even we go on the train, we go on the bus, we walk down the street. There's like convenience stores, grocery stores, a lot of food places. You just go all the kids gather up. We just go down the street, get our groceries, get our snacks, whatever food, arcade place, everything down the street. Take a bus, whatever, whatnot. We didn't need no car, nothing. Over here, man, you need a car to get anywhere, man. You need a car to go to CVS. You need to get a car to get a milk, everything. Everything's so damn far. And you don't see nobody walking unless it's just for exercise, man. Ain't nobody, you don't want to be caught in California, in the States, as a matter of fact, just walking. Like, people throw trash at you. People flick you off, laugh at you. It's totally different in Okinawa. Okinawa has less crime. I feel a lot more safer when I'm walking down the street, even at midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. That's why a lot of the places, like, that's the other thing I like about, different about here in California. Everything shuts down at 10. Everything shuts down at 9 p.m. Can't even, sometimes I get off work and I'm like, all right, I gotta go home, take a shower. Let's go to the movies. Let's go get something to eat, you know, on a Monday night, Tuesday night, whatever. Not everybody got weekends off, man. I work at the casino. I don't got weekends off. Those are the days that I work most of the time. And then now I gotta like, you know, cook something at home. But you know, sometimes I don't want to cook. I want to go to the restaurant. In Japan, in Okinawa, you could do that. All the restaurants is open. 3 in the morning, arcade place is open. Play bowling right down the street. Take a taxi over there. Anything. And we didn't even have Uber at that time. I don't know if they have it now. I haven't been to Okinawa for like, I don't know, 10 years or something like that. Probably changed a lot better now. But this was back in the day. There's a lot of parks. Everybody's pretty nice. Like, Okinawa is the type of place that you don't even lock your keys. You have your iPhone in the dash. People can see it from the outside. No tinted windows, nothing, and nobody will steal nothing. You left your car door open. Somebody walked by, close it for you, just to close it for you. So, you know, rainwater won't get in, or like, you know, mouse or whatever, like you know, rodents or whatever won't go in your car, whatever, whatnot. Over here, man, you could be locking your cars, put bulletproof glass, everything. You leave an iPhone on there. I got my phone stolen like 3 times already, man. And I live in a nice neighborhood. I live in a nice, where houses cost over $500,000 on average. I didn't say I live in $1 million mansion, nothing like that. And then people be stealing stuff out there, man. You can't. It's just like crazy how people see. That's the other thing that I wanted to, the difference that I noticed is like the people in the States here, and I'm not talking bad or anything, there's a lot of good things, bad things, but people in the States here, they always trying to be better than everybody else. I think that's what the problem is. In Japan, like, everybody's like neutral. Like, a lot of people are humble down there, man. I know a lot of people down there that do a lot of stuff better than me out there, and then when there's like a competition or something, they're always like cheering you on. Like, they're like, oh yeah, he's gonna beat you, he's gonna beat me, even though that guy's way better than me. Over here in the States, man, you could be the suckiest person in the world and you still think you're the best, man. You still think you dress the best. You still think you look the best. And everybody over here is materialistic. Everybody wants money. And I know everybody wants money in the world. I understand that. But over here, it's just, they take it to another level over here. I mean, I've been, what I could say, Americanized. And I'm sitting here like, you know, I don't want no Honda. I don't want no Kia. I don't want no Hyundai. I don't want none of that. You know, I got 3 cars. I have a work car. I have 2 weekend cars. I'm not saying I'm a millionaire. I'm not saying I got a Rolls Royce or, you know, Bentley or, you know, Lamborghini or nothing. But still, I got a BMW 2 Series and I got a SLK 300 that I leased. And my lease about to go up in 4 months. I mean, I don't need all those cars. But, you know, to keep up with everybody over here, to get the best stuff, you know, I got to have it. I mean, I can't roll down the street in California with a bum ride. It just don't feel right. It just people staring at you, making fun of you. You know, at least to be normal around here, you gonna have to be in a BMW or Mercedes, and that's just to be normal. Not to look like oh you all that. Just to be normal around here, because that's what you need around here, and that's what it is. Is that's the whole problem. That's why if you look at the graph, rich people get richer over here. Like, it's never enough for them. One house is not enough for them. Once you get one house, you need another one. You need another one and another one and another one. Just like DJ Khaled around here with these houses and cars and stuff. It's just that's just the culture in the States. Is like, you know, that's why the rich people get richer. Everything, you know, everybody, you know, to get girls, to get everything. All the girls around here, man, they don't care how ugly you could be, the ugliest looking dude around here. As long as you got money, you're gonna put them in a Lambo, you're gonna put them in a BMW, you're gonna put them in a house, whatever. They get with you just for that money, so they could divorce you and take all your money and all that. Different in Japan, different in Okinawa. We just happy with one house, man. We just happy. And a lot of the people over there that are rich, you know, they the type like me, man. I gotta buy Louis Vuitton shirts and all that. And over there, a lot of these guys, these business guys, they wear Louis Vuitton suits, and they the type of rich people that, like, on the outside you can't even tell they're wearing a Louis Vuitton suit or shoe or anything like that, but there's a tag on the inside. But they don't care about showing it off, because they that rich, and it doesn't matter to them, because they know that, you know, if they want to get a girl, it's because, you know, they love them for who they are. It's not, you know, it doesn't matter how much money you're making out there. I mean, as long, I'm not talking about you a bum on the street, but as long as, you know, you got your own place, you know, you got a, you know, a job or whatever, you know, you don't got to live on the street, you know, you good, and everything's laid back. You know, you make a normal amount of money over there, you can have a lot of fun. You know, there's a lot of parks, a lot of like Disneyland stuff in Tokyo and all that. A lot of like arcade places. And just because I'm a Japanese kid, man, don't look at me like I'm some anime kid, man. I do like anime. I like Dragon Ball. I like Detective Conan and, you know, Mob Psycho. You know, the popular ones, Naruto and stuff like that. I don't know about all the other anime stuff. Never was really into that kind of stuff. I'm 100% Japanese, but I'm not into all that cosplay and all that anime and all that stuff. I do like games. I went on the PC. Most, you know, Japanese people, you know, they get on the console like the PS4, Xbox, whatever. I moved up on a PC because I want better graphics. I got the 2080 Ti up in my computer right now. You know, got to get the best of the best. See, that's the other thing. I'm Americanized, man. I got to get, as soon as a new graphics card come out, soon as, you know, something new come out, I always get the newest phones from Samsung, everything. I got to have it, man. That's just how it is around here. You got to have it. You can't be caught with no old flip phone around here. You get made fun of. And that's the other thing about how I fit in school. Now let's talk about the other subject, is about hip-hop. The Japanese people love hip-hop culture. I just gotta tell you, it's different. Y'all think, you know, Japanese people down there in Okinawa, they all that anime stuff, they live at home and hugging, like, you know, blow up dolls and all that. Wrong, man. A lot of teenagers, a lot of kids around there, they love that hip-hop. I mean, a lot of hip-hop artists visit Japan, and, you know, they know them, you know. I'm showing you an example right here on Google, show you some of the Japanese hip-hop artists. Most of these guys are kids, like wearing, you know, American clothing, you know, think they look cool. There's probably some old school stuff, man. Like this dude right here with the red hair, that looks whack. Like the dude here looks whack. All these guys with the little, I don't know, this Canadian thing going on here, that stuff is whack, man. I gotta go down there, teach them what's really good. Right now, man, nobody's doing that hip-hop like graffiti shirts and stuff no more, man. You got to know, if any of you guys in Okinawa, you listening to this, man, you got to get the, you know, you got to get the Supreme Louis Vuitton. Well, that was last year, but, you know, you got to do, you know, get the Jordans and stuff. And I know Japanese people, they on the Jordans. I'm not really into the Jordans. I got to say, I got the Louis Vuitton shoes, Louis Vuitton shirt. You got to get the certain Louis Vuitton material, and that's fly right there. That to me is fly. I don't really do the baseball jerseys and the basket. I used to do the basketball jersey when Fabulous was wearing it. I'm an old school cat. I'm already 33 years old. When we had the throwbacks like Larry Bird, stitched up old school jersey, that was cool. Right now, I don't think nobody wearing stuff like that. Right now, we rocking the Louis Vuittons, you know, all the, you know, stuff that's hard to get. $1,000 shirts, $500 shirts, Balenciagas, all that. You know, that's me right there. Okay. All right. So get that. Anyways, when I was in school, I was in to fit in. You know, it's a Japanese kid, 100% Japanese kids. I don't even look half. I don't even look close to being American or whatever. To fit in, what I had to do. The only thing I knew of was I loved hip-hop music. I loved how the beat sounded, how I lived. So what I did was, you know, I started battling people. I started, you know, sometimes you got to get up there and to fit in. I don't know nobody. So what I did in school was I went up to the first person. I go around lunch. A lot of schools I went to, they had like hip-hop battles and stuff like that. Temecula Valley, Scripps Ranch High, Kubasaki High School. All these places that I went to, you know, at lunchtime you'll find like a group of people huddled up, a bunch of people gathered up, listen to people battling each other. So you know, I had to like, you know, cut the whole thing about being, you know, like shy and all that, and go in there and battle people, man. And even if I lost, I lost. But at least at the end of the day, you get a respect. Like, they respect you. Like, oh, damn, this Asian kid, he ain't even, like, half or whatever. He's spitting, you know. He beat that kid. He lost to that kid, but he got some nice rhymes. He had a lot of people, they like it when you battle, you got to clown somebody. You can't go all reading some stuff. A lot of these rappers, they rapping and they don't even got punchlines, man. That's what I'm talking about. You got to have some type of punchlines, or you got to make some type of mama clowning jokes and make it rhyme or something like that. That's how people like you. A lot of people that don't understand hip-hop, that listen to you, they will laugh and think you're tight. They might not understand your metaphors, but they if you make a fun of somebody, like, I don't know, my rap name was Raw Styles or something, and some dude was like, the only thing raw about you was sushi. And you know, I'm Asian kid, and you know, they call me Raw Styles, and you know, sushi, Japanese, you know, all that. So people understand that. That was kind of funny. You know, that's what they said to me. It was cool. They like that. But if you give them a metaphor, like, you know, somebody pass this guy a chair because I can't stand you, they're gonna have to think about it for that night, come back, and then laugh about it the next day, kind of deal, because some people don't really get that kind of stuff. But anyways, if you know, that's how I fit in. I went to those kids, did that, and a lot of times, you know, they were like, hey, join the rap group, you know, with us at lunchtime. I hanged around with the hip-hop kids, man. That's the only thing I knew. That's the only thing I knew to fit in, man. I don't know. The other guys, you know, they already half, you know, a lot of them, like, I had a bunch of half Japanese, half Caucasian kids, you know, they fit into, you know, skateboard and all that. I wasn't into that, you know, but they're half, you know, Caucasian. They into that kind of stuff, you know, they like that kind of stuff. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I like video games, rapping, and I don't do that no more, but, you know, that kind of stuff, you know. As far as anime, I don't know enough to talk about that with other folks or whatever, so, you know, I didn't fit in with all that. But just that's how I fit in when I was growing up. That's the only thing I could do to grow up. It was really hard for me. It was different, you know, a lot different. And you notice in the States, not many Japanese people around here, man. Not many at all, because they like to stay in Japan. They didn't really like coming over here. A lot of Vietnamese, Thai, Koreans, and, you know, all that. Well, I would say more Chinese and all that. Like, I don't know, they love it here in the States, man. I'm okay with it. I would say Tokyo's more like New York. California definitely is not like Japan at all, man. Everything's far away. All I see is hills and rainbows and stuff around here. Everything's too far away. And the other thing is, like I said before, the guys have no shy, man. They got no shy, no chill, man. Everybody trying to be the best. Everybody trying to gather up. I mean, you only got this much stuff. Everybody's trying to get this. They're not splitting it up. Like, you got 5 fingers. They trying to grab all 5 fingers, man. They're not trying to get one for you, one for you. There's no splitting around here. Everybody trying to get that. Everybody around here will do you wrong just to get on top of you, to get that promotion, to get whatever they need to do to get on top. There's so much things I could say right now, but that's all I'm gonna say for now. You can leave it in the comments, whatever. I might make another video. Who knows?